Welcome to my show, my masterpiece, really. I think you can see it right here. It's called Love Connections. There's the phone number. I'm glad they put it up here. I can't be bothered to remember it. Like I said, I'm horribly unprepared. But I did bring a few notes. First off, are you comfortable? I hope you're comfortable. Are you warm? That's a little hot out. Hopefully you got your air conditioning cranked up and you're under the blanket with someone you love, a dog, a cat, a ferret, a mouse, hopefully maybe even another human being. Who knows? Of course, if you're in a happy relationship, God knows you wouldn't be watching this show. So, moving on. You can call on in. Got the phone ready right here. And also, you can tweet me and FVTV Stream. All you got to do is make sure you got the hashtag Love Connections in your tweet. And you can ask me any relationship questions there. I got it ready on my phone. So, it's been quite a while since I've seen you wonderful, beautiful folks. Quite a long time indeed. I'm terribly sorry. You know how life just gets in the way sometimes. Just pulls you away into a deep, dark, lonely place. Anyway, so, I had a recent connection myself. It was wonderful. It blossomed. In fact, let me tell you a story, because that's what this show is really all about, for me to tell you stories and you to listen. Because, I'm better than you. Now, I was on a dating website called Plenty of Fish. It's a wonderful website out there. I mean, it's not professional help like me, obviously. But, it's your second best option to find a connection. And a connection. Look at that down right there. Look at that lower third, ladies and gentlemen. We're on YouTube, FETV, subscribing. There's the number. There's the live. Look, my hands are doing things. And we all know the hands are part of love. Nothing to do with it at all, actually. I apologize for that. Where was I? Oh, that's right. My recent connection. So I met a wonderful girl on there. And we, after talking for quite a bit, decided to meet up in downtown Portland at Pioneer Square. She was a fan of Taylor Swift. I'm a fan of Taylor Swift. I mainly found out because I told her I was a fan of Taylor Swift. So, we were sitting there by the water. Maybe some of you get the reference. Hopefully most of you don't, because it's not that good of a song. Anyway, and we just started talking. I mean, like, her eyes lit up the second we met each other, and we talked for hours on end. It was a wonderful time, and it was actually probably one of the best dates I think I've been on in recent memory, except that one time. But that one time we're not going to talk about. And, yeah. And I remember we were talking there, talking about our futures, talking about life in general, love, happiness, trust, and communication. Because remember, folks, trust and communication is key. So, eventually, I told her a really sweet, sweet story. That's true. I told her a true thing. I'm going to tell you folks right now. Oh, I'm glad we're on the close-up, because this is a real in-depth story. Or a little tale I like to tell. Because you see, the point of life isn't to spend it alone. The point of life is to find someone. Whether that be an animal or a person that you can emotionally click with, decompress to at the end of the day, and share your life with, so you can be a happy individual, because that's the meaning of life, folks. It's love, and love connections. So she grabbed my hand at that point, and I do have to say that was probably the most heartwarming moment I've had in a long time. Now let me tell you about the first kiss, because I know you're all waiting for that. So, of course, obviously, the second she held my hand, I pulled out my trusty-dusty cell phone. I went on Facebook. Oh, look, it's blue. I love the color blue. I went on Facebook, immediately changed my relationship status. I actually had to stop her from talking so I could update that, because that was really important. After all, I am Dr. Love. I got to keep up on this stuff. And once I did that, we decided to walk by Target in downtown Portland. It started raining a little bit, so I thought I'd open up my umbrella for me and the lady. And that's when, with my arm around her, she looked up at me and we had a magical moment. And then a streetcar went by and a bum puked right next to us. But you know what? At least for that 1 second, we had a magical moment. So please, folks, if you have any questions or comments, call or tweet Love Connections. Once again, that's Love Connections. And just one more time. It's on the screen, folks. Call, text, send a smoke signal. 'cause I can feel your lonely hearts bleeding for attention. Hopefully you're not bleeding. If you are, please seek a real doctor, as I have no medical experience whatsoever. However, I do have a PhD in romance from Romance University in Romance, Iowa. The zip code is 1-800. Don't look that up because it's not real. So let's move on down my little trusty list. So that connection worked out for a little bit. And then there was trouble in paradise. Plane crashing and islands that are usually beautiful. Oil spills along wonderful mountain ranges. You know, all kinds of terrible things like that. All happened simultaneously. And at that exact moment, I decided I felt lonely. I felt neglected. And here, the love doctor was in a relationship. Now, how could I feel lonely? I mean, look at myself. Thanks for looking. And that was interesting. Sorry about that. That freaked me out. I saw a flash of black. I thought my life flashed before my eyes, but it wasn't. I get scared easily, folks. But I felt lonely, and I got a little antidote right here waiting, right there. Being lonely is the feeling that no one cares. The worst thing is to have someone feel alone when you are with them. If you are with someone that makes you feel lonely, maybe it's better to leave. Maybe it's better to be lonely by yourself than it is to be with someone who makes you feel alone. And we have our first caller. Hello, caller. Thank you for calling The Love Connection. How can I help you?
Hi, so my name's Robert, and I had a few questions for you, Dr. Love. So I have a girlfriend right now, right? And she really just keeps telling me how much she wants to go dance, and she loves to dance and whatnot. But you know what, man? I've never danced in my life. So I'm wondering what I should do.
Oh, well, here's what you do there, Robert, or Parker in the booth. What you do is you get out there, right? And you feel the groove. And once you feel the groove, that's all you need. You'll just start popping them hips and breaking them legs and falling all over the place. But you know what? Trying will make your girl feel loved. And that's the point of the show.
Exactly. I just want to try. And that's why I was hoping maybe you could demonstrate some like hip movements and dances for me.
Oh, well, I'd be obliged to. I would be absolutely obliged to do so. Are you ready?
I'm watching.
Okay. And there you go. That's how you dance, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
Thank you so much. She's just gonna love it.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Love.
Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. I really hope he doesn't dance like that. So, let's get a drink, shall we? That's a lot of work. Now, I think it's time to address a very serious concern that every relationship runs into. And that's trust. Because, let's be honest, no one is honest with each other. So if you're feeling like you don't trust your partner, you need to do 3 things. First, you need to sit down. Second, you need to get real close. Like I'm talking close. Like I'm talking your nose is in their face close. So they know that you love them. Even if they're pushing you away, just get closer. And then you say, I feel as if we're not communicating. Because communication is key. Communication is key, ladies and gentlemen. And then they'll say whatever bullshit excuse because they're lying to you. And that doesn't matter. But once they're done talking, you just wrap your arms around them and hug them. Because no matter what they said, they are trying. They talk to you. even though they have a restraining order and you're supposed to stay 50 feet away and you travel 12 hours through the night to get there. It doesn't matter. Okay, they give you the chance, daylight, chance of being together, a chance of being happy. Don't do that, by the way. I don't condone anything I talk about in my show. I need to really stress that out. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea what I'm doing, and for God's sakes, don't take any advice from me. Anyway, moving on. Back to some more stories. Where was I? Oh, right, Trouble in Paradise. Planes crashing on remote islands, calling volleyballs Wilson because you're fucking crazy. Yeah, about there. So there I was, feeling lonely, feeling neglected. And I tried to communicate. I really did. And then 2.5 months later, I end up at Red Robin. And my girlfriend comes in there. Everything's normal. I don't even see this coming. And we sit down. And I know that she's going to be moving to Seaside sometime soon. And I know that things are going to be changing. And she sits down and she says, Chris, I want a break. She wants to break. And I just sit there and I ask exactly why. And she says, it's too far a distance and, some other reasons, and stuff like that. And, it's just too stressful to be in a relationship for her right now. And I just say, I accept what she says. And she leaves and I sat there and I drank my drink and I ate my ate. And I cried. The waiter gave me a hug. I really needed that. Oh, we have a phone call. I got lost there. I'm real sorry about that. Hello there, caller. You're calling the Love Connection. How may I be of assistance?
I had a question, but I kind of want to remain anonymous. I don't want people to recognize who I am.
Sure, Luke.
Oh, that's not me.
So, please continue.
I went out this one night for my birthday, and I kissed this one girl, but we had a strong connection. Everybody makes fun of me and laughs about it. But I'm kind of nervous about proceeding with this because it's a sensitive situation. What should I do?
Well, Luke, you gotta follow the 3 main ingredients to my show, my advice, my book, my self-help book, my DVD, and my CD, which is number 1, communicate. Number 2, you need to make sure that you two trust each other. So you need to go there and you need to be like, look, I like you, I love you, I want to be with you, even though I was probably intoxicated. Secondly, I trust you, you trust me, right? And then, Luke, you wrap your arms around that person and you hug it out. And don't kiss. Don't kiss, because you're going to get cooties.
Kind of a little bit bigger than I am. She has a mullet, and I'm kind of scared of her.
You're scared of her?
Of her girlfriend.
Oh, of her girlfriend. Oh, don't worry about that, Luke. Don't worry about that.
Well, I'll take that into consideration. Maybe I'll get drunk and take my chances again tonight.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't.
Usually alcohol solves it all.
Well, usually it solves it, or it makes it horribly, horribly worse. But hopefully for you, it'll be comic. Have a wonderful night, and good luck.
Thank you, too.
Making connections every day and every night. And my goodness gracious, the phones are ringing off the hook. I sure do hope this person's at least a girl. Hello, thank you for calling The Love Connection. I'm your host, Dr. Love. How may I be of assistance?
Hi, Dr. Luke. This is Lucy. I'm so glad you're back on TV.
Oh, thanks. You called her in the first show, didn't you, sweetheart?
Yeah, my boy toy.
Yep.
His penis too small.
Oh, that's
I
a
don't
shame.
know what to say because I'm afraid he might not like me no more.
Well, let's rewind the clocks. Let's go back to the beginning. Now,
Doctor,
yes.
I love big penis. penis, and I know that he has a small penis, and I don't know if I should tell him to extendo, or just love him for who he is.
Well, here's what you do, okay? You sit down with your boy toy, and you get real close. I'm talking uncomfortably close here. And you look at him in the eye, and you say, I need you to make your penis bigger so you can satisfy me. And that's communicating, and that will hopefully solve your issues. And then if he's not willing to make a sacrifice for you, then why should you be willing to open your legs for him?
You know, I say the same thing. You know, my fortune cookie told me I would have man with big penis, but he knows big penis.
Well, fortune cookies are telling the future, and love connections can come and they can go. So you just need to make sure and think to yourself, is this man going to be the person I want to be with, or is there a new connection waiting for me out there?
Okay, so I should just love him long time and just hopefully his penis get bigger.
Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Thanks for calling, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Love.
Anytime. See, we help people here on the Love Connection. Even people who use fake accents and prank call. Now, moving on. And just to get it out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, vagina. Now, moving on, did we talk about trust? Oh, hello there. I didn't notice you were that close on me.
I don't have to walk up there and show you if you don't turn the thing on speaker. Just saying. Turn on speaker.
It's on speaker, and it's directly in front of the microphone. And so are you.
Volume on the phone.
What?
Turn up the volume on the phone.
The volume is up. Anyway, so I'm terribly sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. That horrible interjection. Now, so moving on. Let's talk about happy endings, because endings are supposed to be happy, right? I mean, that's what they say in the movies. And God knows that if movies aren't true, then what's the point? There we go. Hopefully that turned it up. As always, I'm terribly unprepared here, folks. Like always. Now, back to happy endings. Oh, wait. We were talking about a sad ending there. I forgot about that. So, after the waiter gave me a hug, I went out to my car. I drove to the river. I sat there. I put my hand in the river, and I remembered that I do love the Northwest almost as much as I love Coca-Cola. Which is a lot, because no one will ever love me. And then I drove home, and now I'm completely over it. Totally fine, ladies and gentlemen. Totally fine. I'd like to thank my audience here of several hundred people. Thank you all so much for coming, all of you. And well, that's about it. Thanks for coming. I really apologize for wasting your time. So, yeah, like I said, call in, ladies and gentlemen, or tweet in. I'm going to check my tweeter, and we're going to see if anything's going on the tweeter, or Twitter, or Twatter, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I can't talk today. Oh, we have some more relationship rules here, which I like to call. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there are times when you have to stop caring. You have to turn off all of your emotions and feelings just to protect yourself from being hurt. And don't expect to see positive changes in your life if you surround yourself with negative people. Surround yourself with people who love you, who will smother you in love to make you happy. Sorry. Anyway, so, yes, let's check. Let's see here. So, we've got nothing going on here except for the guy in the booth. Let's go to Twitter, see if there's anyone tweeting. We'll search the hashtag Love Connections here real quick. We'll hit the search button. I'm going to talk you through this because I know how much you all love my wonderful voice. Ooh, I think that might be a phone call. Hello. Thank you for calling Love Connections. How may I be of assistance?
I'm really conflicted right now.
Oh.
I'm in love with another man, and now I found out that he's been seeing a bartender lady. I mean, she's way older than him, and he's way out of her league. I mean, she's got meth mouth and she hosts karaoke. I mean, and she's got a girlfriend who probably weighs more than I do. And I've been around this man, just hoping he'll see the light in my heart and all the gifts I can show him, and he just continues to ignore me.
Oh,
I want him to recognize what he could have is right in his own backyard if he'd only take the time to open the grates and see it.
well, I'm sure hoping that, I bet you're hoping he bends down and does that. I'm terribly, terribly sorry to hear that you're having this love problem. And that's why I'm here, after all. You sound like a friend of mine, and you also sound like your friend sounds like a friend of mine. So, I think what you need to do is you just need to go up. Go up to your friend when he's in his kissing mood, or whatever he does. I don't know, your friend. I'm just hypothetically, right? And you get up there, and don't let him kiss anyone else but you. Don't let him love anybody else but you. Even if you have to hold him down, you need to secure this man, because you don't know if you'll find anybody else.
He's really hard to hold down. He's really squirmy. He's kind of strong.
Well, then you should try to talk it out.
Okay.
And maybe some rope.
So you're telling me that I should cock block him then? When he tries to be with the other woman?
Yes. Yes, you need to ruin every chance he has. Then when he's depressed and lonely, you need to go to him and you say, look, why don't you just love me already? Why don't you just surround your whole self with me and my warm, open, happy heart that's not bitter or jealous at all?
I think I can do that.
Well, good. Because that's your key. You all right? You see, you communicate with them like that, and then you'll trust each other, and then you'll hug, and then you'll have a love connection.
Thank you, Dr. Love.
No, thank you.
You're a ruinous saint.
You're so sweet. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. I love you too. So, anyway, moving on. Love connections. Love. Okay, lots of love here. All kinds of love. Love. You see the roses, the velvet, the gold, the people. Love. Love, 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 love. Happiness. Okay, happiness is what we sell here. And Coca-Cola. Although I think we're getting... Oh. See what happens? I sit up here for 10 seconds, and the phone just holds up. Hey, I think I wonder who this could be. And it's on speakerphone. Oh, hello, caller. You're calling Love Connections. How may I be able to help you?
Hi, my name is Larry, and my brother JJ, he be shining his grill up every night when we go out, and I just don't know why he keeps shining up his grill. I told him that he don't need to do that, but he wants to shine up the grill and shine his caddy all at the same time. I just don't get it. Why would we need to shine up our grills and our caddy just to get a girl?
Well, you see, you need to shine up the caddy. Because if you shine up the caddy, you're going to attract attention. You see, that shows that you're caring about yourself. You're caring about your belongings, your personality. You are caring about yourself, that you're a well put together individual. And if you show that, mates, male, female, whatever you're into, will come at you. They will see that you are well put together. They will see that you are available. They will see that you stand out. And they'll jump all over you.
Well, Brother JJ, he said if you shine up your grill, it doesn't matter if you have a small penis or not. So he said that if the grill's shiny, it doesn't matter what's in the package.
Of course, it has. Trust me, I know from knowledge. If you just look good, it doesn't matter what happens below the neck. That's not important as long as this is good. The face.
What you be telling me is that you have a small penis?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what to say about that.
Great. Thanks for calling. We love rednecks here on Love Connection, don't we? Oh my God. Who could that be? Oh, this is going to be good. Hello there. I'm Dr. Love. How may I be of assistance?
Yes, Dr. Love. I've got a situation going on here. See if you can help me.
Oh, I'd love to.
went out the other night to see a woman of the night, and I think I have got a STD, and I did not know what to do because I'm married of 22 years.
Well, that is a very sticky situation you've gotten yourself into there. So, I have a question for you. It's a bit of a personal question, but it needs to be answered. Now, do you have a job, like a 9 to 5?
Yes.
Grand. Do you have a separate card that you can use for purchases that your wife won't see? No, guys, it's full blast.
Absolutely, sir.
So, if you have those two things, you know what you can do?
What's that?
You can tell your wife you cheated on her.
Should I go to the doctor first to confirm, or not say anything to anybody?
Well, you should tell your wife you cheated, and then you should both go to the doctor and see what you have. That way you have trust, communication, and love. And hopefully, if your wife loves you enough, she'll help you through this.
That's good advice. I think I will take that, and I'll follow up with you next week.
Oh, please call back. I mean, hopefully I'll be here next week. I mean, like I said, this is about as planned as a train wreck, so you never know what could happen.
Good job. Word of advice, stay off of 82nd and Portland, because that's where the diseases are, sir.
Well, thank you. That's where I live. But thanks for calling.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. That was a weird phone call. I mean, I've gotten weird, but that was really weird. Anyway, so let's talk. Once again, what did that person's relationship, what was wrong with it? There wasn't trust. There wasn't any trust. And because there wasn't any trust, because there wasn't any communication, he cheated. And he got himself in a very sticky, disgusting, infected situation. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have sex till you get married. And if you do have sex before you get married, be honest with the people, get yourself checked, and be healthy, okay? I'm a doctor. I know these things. I'm not a doctor, though. Seriously, not a doctor. Not here for medical advice. Although, if you need love, just call on up. Are you calling yet? Is your heart melting? I know mine is. Now, let's go back. Now, that relationship didn't have a happy ending. Well, I mean, when the wife kicks his ass, it won't have a happy ending. So, let's say you do have a happy ending. How do we continue to have long-lasting connections? Well, I'll tell you how you have long-lasting connections. Because I've had plenty of them. Plenty of them. I'm so alone. And what you do is, as long as you communicate and you have trust and you give and take. Okay, a relationship is a 2-lane road. Okay, you can't take a semi truck down a 2-lane road, cover up both lanes, and hope you don't run over anybody. No, okay, you can't do that. You take one lane, your partner takes the other lane, and together you can drive a hell of a lot further than if you only had one car. And that is a relationship. It's 50-50. And as long as you have that, as long as you know that you are both committed to being 50-50, you will have a long-lasting relationship. I promise you that. That's my real advice for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's move on before this gets any more depressing, because God knows if I start talking for too long, this will just go. Oh, God, I'm so glad there's liquor in this. Now, moving on, back to Twitter. Let's see if anybody has tweeted me using the hashtag LoveConnections. I didn't even get to that. People are calling up so goddamn much, can't even make a fucking point in the show. Stop calling for 5 seconds, people. I'm kidding. Please call, because this show has no content without you. I can't even type. I give up. I'm done. I'm kidding. You thought I was going away that easy. No. I never get away that easy. So, let's tell you another story. So let's wind the clocks back. Let's wind them back 1 year, just one whole year. And last year, I was. Oh, okay then, Mr. Boss. Mr. Boss Man's telling me I got to wrap it up after this story. So I guess we got to rewind the clocks back a year, and then we got to end the show. Because it's a good thing. I'm rambling on for way too long. Welcome back. So, talking about a 50-50, I was in a relationship a year ago, and things were not 50-50. I was having to give 120%, and I was receiving no percent as the door next to me closes. Hopefully you don't notice that at home. And the problem was, well, obviously I was giving too much, and I wasn't receiving any, and that's not in that way. Like not okay. It's like just like, you know. Anyway, so I had to move across the country so that way I could save this relationship. And that's when I learned, that's when it hit me, literally hit me, that I gave too much. You know, I lost a lot of my friends. I lost the opportunity I'd have here. I lost all kinds of things by doing that, and I didn't even get a happy ending out of it. So it just goes to show you, folks, be cautious of your connections. Make sure that you feel safe. Make sure that you're happy. Make sure that you and your partner both know what you want, because connections are about safe, happy relationships, because that's what love is. I hope you can find someone that loves you as much as I love myself. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for watching. And for all the people who didn't call in, well, you missed out on a hell of an opportunity. I'll talk to you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Love Connections.